Hello everyone and welcome to day 2 of beginners module. Today we will learn that how we are going to download the app on which we will be making our games. So here are our learning outcomes. We require some of the important things that we will discuss. How we will be downloading the apps and how we will be installing and then making account. In this video we will be completing all these parts. First of all, let us begin with the requirement. Laptop or smartphone and internet connection. These are the must requirements that you really need. There are two ways by which you can get access, that is the online method and the offline method. Method 1. Online. Open a new tab on a browser and visit scratch.mit.edu. Click on Start Creating and get going. Method 2 is offline. You can simply download by offline version downloading by visiting scratch.mit.edu download version. Then choose your operating system and download right application. After downloading, you have to install it. Once file has downloaded, click to install Scratch and then click Finish. And now you can get started with the Scratch. Now let us see that how you will be installing Scratch on your phone. First of all, go to Play Store of your Android mobile and search for Scratch. SCRATCH. You will get lots of options there. You have to click over Scratch Junior. You will be able to see Scratch Junior by Scratch Foundation. Click on Install and then installation will start. Keep in mind that you have to install this app only. Then you have to accept the needs to access photo camera and microphone. And then it will be downloaded. As soon as it is going to download, you can open and choose your workplace. As I choose home, it is showing the home page here. Now for getting started, I will be clicking on the home button. This is the very first page of the Scratch on mobile. Now you can click over the plus sign to open a new project. This is the very beginning of the new project. You can see the cat is there. Next you can add any other character, as I am going to add this. You can animate any character using Scratch Junior on your mobile phone. There will be little bit difference in the interface that you are going to do on laptop and mobile phone. You can even choose backgrounds that you wish for, as I am going to choose this background. By applying background, there will be a very clear picture that will be obtained. You can put out coding by using blocks. Here also lots of blocks have been given. Still confused? Let us make a small project.
Let us start with the interface guide. Before starting, we should know that what all buttons are for. First of all, this home button. Number 1. It is for saving the current project. The second part is the stage. This stage is the place where actions take place in the project. Third part is presentation mode. Expand the stage to the full screen. If you want to go to full screen, then you have to click over this third part. Fourth part is the grid. You can toggle between the X and Y coordinates. Fifth part is changing the background. For selecting the desired background, you can click over this fifth part. Sixth part is text edition. If you want to write anything like label, you can add text from this where ABC is written. Seventh part is rest character. Means you can change the position back of the character. Eighth is the green flag. So all the programming will start from this green flag, as green flag denotes start button. The ninth is the pages. You can add multiple pages in your project, and here at this point you will see all the project page that you have added. The 10th part is project information. If you want to change the title or the name of the project, you can see it here. 11th part is undo and redo. In case you are making a project and you want to undo something or change something to back, then you have to click over here. 12th part is the programming script. Here in this part, you can simply call it as programming script area or the coding area. Whatever blocks you will drag, they all will be kept here. 13th is the programming area where blocks are kept. 14th is the block palette. So this blue palette is the block palette, or we can say it is the menu for programming blocks. You have to drag the blocks from this part. This 15th is the block categories. All the categories have been given here with different colors. Yellow is the triggering block, blue is the motion block, purple is the appearance or look block, and green is the sound block. Along with that, orange is the block that controls and red is the ending block. So these blocks will be used by you in the complete coding part. And the last one, that is the 16th. It is the characters. Like you can add any kind of character in your project. In the computer version, we were calling it as the small character. Now let us see how these all blocks will code. For that, let us see the blocks guide. Here you can see the green flag. If you are going to select this block, it means when the starting of the script is there. If you are going to select this second block, it will show that how the start script when character is being touched by another character. Next one is the message. If you are going to click over the message, a message will be sent. If you are tapping any character, then the script will start. And if you want to show some message on starting, then you have to select this block. Let us see the motion blocks. Motion blocks are mostly shown with the arrows. The forward arrow is the movement of the character 1. The left movement character shows the backward arrow. Similarly, the left turn, right turn, rotation and go home are the different arrows that can be chosen. Let us see what look blocks are about. Looks blocks, with these kind of blocks you can say some kind of messages grow, resize or show and hide the characters. In case of sound blocks, two options are there. But in laptop version, there are many options. Here just two options are there. One is the pop sound and the other is the record sound. So here you can record some of your voice and you can use it. Control blocks, that is wait, set speed, stop and repeat. These are the orange control blocks. And at the end we are having the end blocks. These end blocks are used for ending the project or changing the page or repeating some commands. So this was all about the different parts of the Scratch Junior version.
Here you can see interface. In this interface you can see this white area which is the coding area, and we will be basically using the block coding here. Block coding is just you have to drag the blocks and whatever will be the coding behind it, that will be functioning. Here this side you can see a white area below which there is written sprite name and size, direction. This is the area where what our game will look like, that will be shown here. So let us firstly talk about the coding area. Motion, looks, sounds, events, controls. There are lots many inbuilt codes given here. In the backdrop, when I am clicking the next button here, backdrop, you can add text or any kind of colors here. So over your screen, if you want to write something, you can add it from the backdrops. Now sound is also there. What sound will be used, let me tell you. Before that, come to this side. This is the sprite side. Let me click over this small cat like face, that button. I'm clicking over it and here all the sprites are open. Sprites are the animated or non-animated small structures, you can say. That for example animals are there, people are there, fantasy, dance, music, sports, food, fashion and letters. So we can use any of these things here in our coding game. Okay, so let us choose one character from that. So I'm taking here one of the sprite, that is this balloon one. Okay, so when I clicked over balloon one, you can see here the sprite is added and over the screen this balloon is there. If I want to move that balloon, I can just drag it anywhere over the screen. Like that you can add any sprite. Now when I have to code for the particular sprite, then I have to keep it selected. If it is selected, it will be shown here. So whatever coding I will be doing, that will be for the particular sprite that I am using. We can use any number of sprite anytime. One more feature is there, you can see here this side, that is the stage. Stage is having the background. When I am clicking here choose a background, you can see there are lots many backgrounds that are available. So I can choose any kind of background here. Let us say that I'm choosing the party background because I was having the balloon here. So here my party is being set. I'm adding one more balloon out there. So this is how you can set out your background. You can choose any kind of sprite that you need. Even if you think that you need for a party, you need here something to eat, so you can add a cake there. Here is a cake for the birthday party, and if you think you need someone for the birthday party, you can add any character. So here I am having the Bella Abby character. This Abby is having the birthday, so she is at the birthday party. This is how you can firstly choose the interface. Okay, now if you want to see what you have created, you can maximize it and see over the screen that what you have actually created. And in case you want some kind of movement here, some kind of games here that you want to design, that you can choose the coding mode. In my next video I will be telling you that how you can code easily for the birthday party.